Sean for Goin Gamer, and here's your weekly news roundup. This week we finally saw the release of Batman Arkham Knight, and it was a pretty successful release unless you were a PC gamer. Yes, players on the PC have been suffering severe graphical problems with Batman Arkham Knight, even those with high-end graphics cards like the GTX 900 I think or something. Some players have reported frame rate drops down as far as 3 frames per second, which to be honest is ridiculous. This has led Warner Brothers to actually suspend the sales of Batman Arkham Knight on the PC completely until Rocksteady sort out this problem. Honestly, this problem kind of blew me away when I heard about it. I couldn't actually believe that they screwed up so much, but hopefully they do manage to fix it and everything's going to be all grand. Go Rocksteady. In other news, Slightly Mad Studios have started a crowdfunding campaign to raise money for Project Cars 2. Project Cars was released only last month and did receive a good amount of positive reviews, so I can see why the developers are pushing to make a sequel. The studio have also pointed out that the development of the second game does not mean that they're pushing the first game aside, and that they are working to push patches out as much as they possibly can. There's not been set on a release date yet, or a release window for that matter, but you'll know more as soon as I know more, because I like to keep you guys updated, so woo! Now, if you own the Elder Scrolls Online on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, then this week you probably received a patch. Now, this patch was substantially big, and by big I'm talking like 15.9 gigabytes. Believe it or not, there is actually a valid reason for the patch being this size. This patch is basically the first 3 patches that were released for the PC, all being wrapped up into one kind of major patch. ZeniMax Online have also stated that to make all the tweaks and fixes possible for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the game, it's still a major work in progress, so patches like this may only be the start of them. You could be expecting many more huge patches. Let's hope your internet connection actually is good enough to, provide for them. Have fun with that. Now here's a bit of fun news. A Fallout fan shipped 2,000 bottle caps to Bethesda just to pre-order Fallout 4. Now, just reading that off the top of my head, or even off the notepad which I have sitting on my knee, that does sound a little bit friggin' crazy, but Bethesda have actually given this guy his pre-order copy, and he will be getting a free copy of Fallout 4. Well, I wouldn't really call it free. He did actually pay 2,000 bottle caps just to get it. Probably now would be a great time to tell you, if you haven't played Fallout 3, bottle caps were the currency in the game, and that's why this kind of, that's kind of why he did it. Bethesda have actually come out and stated that this is a one-off thing, and this guy is only getting the game for this because he was the first to basically do it. So if you're planning to send off more than 2,000 bottle caps to Bethesda to get a free copy of the game, I'd just stall before you do that. Still though, he's a lucky bastard. And finally, sticking with the Fallout 4 news, director Todd Howard has come out and stated this week that Fallout 4 will run at 1080p at 30 frames per second on all 3 platforms. Now, I'm sure there might be a possible way that you can basically take off this cap on the PC and make the frame rate higher, but for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, I'd imagine this is going to stick at 30 frames per second. Howard also stated that mod support will also be made available for the game, hitting PC first, followed by Xbox One and then PlayStation 4. He also said that you should expect this sometime in early 2016. Or late, depending if you PlayStation 4 or not. And that's all our news for this week, folks. You can tune back in next week at the same time for more news, or come back on Wednesday for our weekly playthrough. Also this weekend I do plan to put up my Batman Arkham Knight review, so be sure to check that out as well. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and leave a comment on your thoughts about these stories. Remember, I've left all my links to my sources in the description below, so in case you don't believe any of these things that I've said to you today, you can go back them up, because you can go back them up with the places that I found them on. So I'm not a total liar, not that I'd lie to you at all, of course. Thank you all for watching, and in case you've forgotten, for all your news, reviews, playthroughs and previews, stick with Goin Gamer.